Hello, everybody. You're welcome back to the Tuition Centre. Owen O'Leary here, and I'm here with Andrea Foley.
Hi,
Hello, Andrea. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks you.
Very good. For everyone out there, Andrea is and has been in charge of the marking scheme for our Tuition Centre Prees for a number of years, and so she's been in charge of the all the fine detail that's gone into this exam this year. So I'm just going to introduce the our marking scheme here. We're not going to be giving anything away in this marking scheme today, but we're just going to give you a little bit of information as to how it's to be marked, and that'll just give you an indication for tomorrow's exam, what you're likely to be, where the marks are going to be allocated. So, okay, this is the paper 1, 2020 Tuition Centre Pre. Okay, as you know, there's 300 marks and it's 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I'm going to hand you over here now to Andrea, and she's going to just speak about the structure of the marking scheme.
Hi everyone, so as you can see, you're going to receive a table which has some information about how the marks are awarded for the exam. So each question could be given 5, 10, 15, 20 or 25 marks, and they are given on different scales. So it could be an A scale for 5 marks would be 0 or 5, a B scale would be 0, 3, 5, a C scale 0, 0, 3, 4, 5, or a D scale which is 0, 2, 3, 4, 5. You then need to know what that means in terms of where you're picking on marks. So if we look at a 5-mark question on a C scale, what would mean is you would get 0 marks for no substantial merit. For your 3 marks, it would be response with some merit. 4 marks would be an almost correct response, and then you'd get the full 5 marks for a correct response. And those listings are given under C scales further down in the page. Okay, so that gives you an idea of where marks will be picked up dependent on the scale that's given. On the mark scheme, next to each question, it will tell you what scale is for that question. So we will have a list at the top. Before it tells you how the marks are awarded, it will tell you exactly how many marks are for that question and what scale it is as well.
So Andrew, could I just ask a couple of quick questions there? So
Okay.
just you went through A to D. Could you just mention about E as well? I see E is down here at the bottom.
Yeah, so E would be for a 25-mark question that is split up into 0, 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25, but that's only available on a 25-mark question. So if one of the 25-mark questions is there are 25 marks just to that one part of that question.
Perfect. And if I could just take one or other example, I suppose a typical type of question that we work 10 marks on the D scale. Could you just explain to us again how a student will get 4, 7, 8, or 10 in that example?
Yeah, no problem. So if you scroll down the page when you get it, you can see that there's a section that says D scales. So there's 5 categories available for the D scales. So the first bullet point is for 0 marks. So response of no substantial credit will get you 0 marks. The second one, which is your 4 marks, would be response with some merit. Then your 7 marks would be for a question that's about half right. Your 8 marks would be for an almost correct response. And lastly, you would get the full 10 marks for a correct response. Now, on the mark scheme, when you receive it, there will be guidance about what we mean by almost correct and what we mean by about half right. So there'll be indicators for you. You will not have to work out what that means. There will be indicators on the mark scheme for you, but this just gives you an overview of roughly how the mark scheme is built up.
So if there was a question, a paper 1 question, a typical algebra question somewhere in there, 10 marks, you on the marking scheme, it'll explain to the students what's worked, what will get you 4 marks, what will get you 7 marks, what it takes to get 8, and then obviously the full correct answer will get you the 10.
Absolutely. So the questions are actually on the mark scheme. It's listed as low partial credit, mid partial credit, high partial credit, and then the correct response would get you full credit. Okay, so the low partial credit would be the lower number above 0. Mid would be any number in the middle. High partial credit would be the number just below the fully correct response, and then fully correct would get all the marks available.
Andrea, thank you very much. Let's clear that
True.
right up first. Okay.